Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of StarCraft, where I take you through the missions and how to get the achievements. Today's mission is Breakout in the new Folsom selection. It's in the Wings of Liberty campaign. Basically, this mission, you get to choose whether or not to side with Tosh, or you get to side with Nova. On story-wise, I chose Tosh, because this way you get the Spectres and you get the allies. Plus, I think this mission is a little bit easier than Nova's mission, so. Alright, on to the achievements. The achievements are Breakout. Complete all mission objectives. Cool Hand Tosh. Don't let Tosh drop below 100 HP on normal. Jailhouse Rock. Complete the mission in less than 25 minutes on hard. Well, this mission, it's difficult. Both of these missions are difficult because, for one, in the Nova missions, you have an entire team to look after, and if you lose too many units on that, it can be really tough completing that mission. In this mission, you have Tosh, and that's it. And if you want to get the achievements, you can't let Tosh drop below 100 HP, which he only has 300, so he can't take a lot of damage before he dies. Luckily, he does have a shield, and he has abilities that boost the shield or do other things of that nature. And basically, storyline-wise, Tosh has been setting you up to basically go in and raid New Folsom, which is basically like the universe's prison camp. And it's basically holding all the criminals that have ever spoken out or done anything wrong in the universe against Minx. Now, that's not to say that it doesn't hold just the people that have spoken out against Minx, because there are some psychos in there too. But the benefits outweigh the detriment in releasing Tosh's men from the prison. Because not only do you do that, but you get to release all the philosophers and the politicians and everybody that's ever spoken out against Minx in the galaxy, pretty much. And as far as this mission goes, it's pretty easy. Just basically abuse your shield, target down detectors like missile turrets and ravens, and then after the detectors, target down things that like siege tanks, because those are going to be your biggest detriments in this mission. Also, when the patrols go by, to basically speed along your help, go ahead and take out the medics that pass by in those patrols. And most of the time you can get a good angle on the siege tanks and stuff like that. Every once in a while, it makes it rough. Like here, yeah, you should go around and target down the missile turret while they're engaged with the troops back there. Now, when you destroy this factory, make sure you destroy the add-on too, or else because this is a spot where they set up the forward operating base. But if you don't destroy the add-on, they won't. Basically, your support won't show up. And I didn't know that at first, so I just kind of whiffled around waiting for the next army to show up instead of taking out the factory. And then when I did take out the factory, I didn't take out the add-on to it, so again, basically, it wasted a lot of time, and I pay for it in the end, because I believe this mission, the time limit is you have to complete it within 25 minutes. I come in at 24 30, I believe. So it's like I passed it barely with like a C minus. And again, try to take out the medics, try to take out the siege tanks or anything like that. Also, other snipers are pain in the butt because they will reveal your cloaking. So, and the other thing is, once you get to this point, if you're strapped for energy, that ability right there, consumption, basically use it on the medics that come up from your teams, because you can't use it on the enemies, unfortunately. But use it on the medics, this way the army doesn't suffer, and the medics can heal each other. Yeah, see, I didn't destroy that add-on, so there's no base here, and I'm like, well, why isn't anybody showing up? So I decided to shoot that guy. Yeah, I had to do a lot of backtracking because I didn't destroy that add-on. Yeah, and like I said, when you use consumption, use it on the medics, because, well, for one, they're not on the front line. So when they take damage, the front line is already gone, so you don't have to worry about that. And two, if there's multiple medics, they heal each other up, and it doesn't take away from your front line damage. Here I'm contemplating, should I eat this guy? And then I'm like, wait, why is he attacking that? But yeah, this is where I find out, oh, I'm supposed to destroy all that, and then you get your next forward operating base. Especially when they're setting the base up, always consume on the medics until you have full energy. Yeah, because if I had gone ahead and destroyed that add-on, we'd be about... that wasted about, like, 2 minutes right there. So, you can tell I was a little bit peeved off at that. Also, in this mission, it is pretty rough on Tosh, so if you need to, do not be afraid to load your last checkpoint. Now, when you load the last checkpoint, each time you do that, it's going to bring you to just when you set up the forward operating bases. Those are the only checkpoints in this mission. Don't forget to don your shield here either, because there are 3 siege tanks in the back and they will destroy you. And make sure you target that missile turret down. Basically, you wait for a wave of your people to come through. As soon as they get engaged, hit your shield, hit that stun, take that missile turret out. And then come back here and take these tanks out. Now, you don't have to worry too much about the bunkers. You can leave them there for right now, because what you're going to do is you're going to come up here into this camp and take these guys out, which this is pretty easy. All you have to do is basically stun this group twice, and it gets rid of the majority of the troops. And then once you have them pretty much out of the way, come back here to where they have the Diamondbacks, and take out the rest of these troops. Then work your way into that parking lot that's back there, and then from that side of the missile turret, start attacking the missile turret, and you'll be out of range of the siege tank. And then once you have that missile turret down, you can come over and destroy the siege tank. And don't worry about your forward operating base. They can pretty much survive whatever is going to be thrown at them. Also, when taking out these bunkers and stuff, take out the SCVs first, because they repair the bunkers, they repair the missile turrets, which you'll see later on is a big pain in my butt, because I almost kill a missile turret, but it had SCVs come and repair it back to full health. So I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Also, the stun doesn't really do anything against a bunker, so you have to wait for the bunker to be destroyed, then stun the troops that are inside. And then while you're coming with this group, I should be consuming on the medics, but I wasn't until just now. So You want to do that as early as possible. And then as soon as this group engages, you want to come down and stun that missile turret that's down here. And do not forget to engage your shield when you do so, because there are tanks back there that will be firing on you. And you cannot take a lot of damage, like I've said. Also, don't stand in the middle of the other troops. Yeah, see, I'm just about to take it out, and then the little SCVs come in there and heal it back to full. So basically, once that happens, go ahead and pull back to your forward operating base and consume on some of your medics. Also, along the way, go ahead and get rid of the mechanical troops like the Hellions and the siege tanks that just went by. Also, take out the medics, so this way your reinforcements can get to where you are a lot faster and be bolstered when they do. Yeah, whenever Tosh takes a beating like that, always return to your forward operating base, because they have medics that stand in there. And again, do not stand in the middle of the patrols, because the siege tanks will fire on the patrols and they do area of effect damage, which will kill your Tosh. And you don't want that, because Tosh is very valuable. Because he's your only troop. And wait for your shield to come up, and once your shield's up, go in there, stun that missile turret, and then take it out. Well, you might want to wait for this patrol to pass by, but after the patrol's passed by, use your shield, stun the turret, get in there, and take that turret out. Or you can do it like I did and take the tank out first. Either way. And don't worry about the Raven that's up there. Your patrols will eventually take that thing out. So basically just come down this right side when you're doing this. Now, I should have been focusing on the factory there, but I decided to come back and help my patrol and consume a little bit on my medics. Yeah, see how they come up and start attacking that thing? And don't be afraid to take a little bit of damage with Tosh, because he isn't squishy. He's got a good health to him, so he can take a lot of damage, but you don't want to just let him sit there and tank, so he can take like 1 or 2 shots, but after he takes those shots, get out of the way. And right here, once you destroy that factory, is where your second forward operating base is set up. Which is good, because right down this left pathway is where the next set of prisoners is being held. This set is a lot easier than the first set, because it has the wandering Raven that's going back and forth. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in, wait for the Raven to patrol forward, and automatically come down into this corner. And as soon as that happens, destroy that siege tank, and then stun those troops that are there. Try not to get too close and chasing them. Try to kill them while they're in the stun, because if you try to kill the Viking that was there or the Marauder, they will walk off if they're not in a stun, so. And then this part's pretty easy, because all you gotta do is take out the Raven, and the Ravens don't really attack you. At least in here they don't. And then that prisoner camp is really cool, because it gives your patrol siege tanks that come along with them. Now this one, you're going to get a nuke, and you want to position it so it hits both missile turrets. But do not get too close to it, because you will kill yourself with the nuke, which, sad to say, I have done. Then you're going to come through this gateway, and there's going to be a siege tank on either side of this ridge. Now you're going to take those 2 siege tanks out, and then once you do that, you're going to come up in the middle and place another nuke where it can hit both of the missile turrets. And again, don't get too close because you will die. And then what you can do is come up and stay out of the range of the missile turret, but take these 2 bunkers out and these 2 siege tanks. Once you've done that, go ahead and go up those ramps where those 2 siege tanks were in the beginning, and follow them around, and they'll give you high ground on the 2 missile turrets that are on the sides of this base. And they're only guarded by, I believe, 4 Reapers apiece, which is not hard to defeat. So all you got to do is go through and take those out, and by the time you're done with all that, your troops should have been able to catch back up with you. And again, this is just ways of things you can do to save yourself time, because I didn't do this at first, and it basically cost me a lot of time. So also on this one, be careful, because there is a Banshee that patrols up there, so you want to make sure he patrols away so you don't pull him. Well, I say he patrols. He basically spawns from that starport, so. But once he leaves, go ahead and take that missile turret out. And you can see, it doesn't go all the way around, unfortunately, so basically that's as far as you can go on this side. So you go back up the other ramp and take the other missile turret out. Man, Tosh really needs a run button. Yeah, this one only has the 4 Reapers to it. So, just take those out, and you may not even have to engage all 4. You may just be able to engage those 2, but I wanted to be safe, not sorry, so I went ahead and killed all 4 of them. I was going to drop a nuke this way, but I decided against it, because I wanted to try to clear out that main... I wanted to save the 2 nukes I have for the basically planetary defense command center that's up in there in the middle. I'm going to clear out both sides of the planetary defense thing. So basically help your patrol push forward, then come in and take that missile turret out as fast as you can. Don your shield if you have to. Actually, I'd say don your shield, which I should have been consuming, but I wasn't, so. And then once that's done, immediately come up, and you can see where the arcs of the missile turrets are. Kind of line your nuke up with that, and then drop it on either side of this planetary defense structure. Now, it doesn't kill the planetary defense structure, but it leaves it at very, very low life, so it's easy to take out after that. And once you've dropped the nukes, go ahead and take out this siege tank that's in front of it, and then you should take out the planetary defense structure. Don't worry about the bunkers like I did, because your patrols can take those out pretty easy. And here I start working on it, but I'm too concerned with everything else, so I move on before I finish it off, which is a big mistake. And again, I'm just trying to tell you tips and tricks to save you time, because as you can see, the clock is already running out on me, and we're very, very close to time. And now it's just a matter of trying to destroy these barracks and the starports before the time runs out. And it does count the add-ons for destroying the base, so you have to destroy everything. quite the pain in the butt. Also, make sure you take out any banshees or anything you see along the way, because siege tanks and the diamondbacks cannot attack air units. They do have marines that come with them, but the marines are squishy. I don't even think they have any upgrades on them, so just be aware of that. There we go, that's the last one. Alright guys, I hope y'all liked what y'all saw in this video. If you did, give me a like, comment, and share down below. If you want, you can go ahead and add me as a friend on Facebook. I'm under Anthony Sewell. And basically I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.